The following contains naughty words like boobs, bottom, and dill pickle. This program is for mature and immature audiences. Listener discretion advised. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Lusty Literature. I'm Julia Robertson. Today we'll talk about Tudor-era poetry, from the English royal courts of King Henry VIII and that of his daughter, Queen Elizabeth I. On this trip back in time, we'll meet an array of famous people, from William Shakespeare to Sir Charles Brandon, whom I thought you might like to meet first via some creative meditation to get us in the mood for our upcoming romantic poems. So please sit back and get ready to relax. Close your eyes and breathe slowly. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. That's right. The year is 1510. You're lazing on a warm blanket beneath a towering oak tree in the English countryside. Mottled sunlight warming your face whilst the air stirs with the scents of honeysuckle and lavender. Your eyelids feel heavy. But what's that? You open your eyes and sit up. A powerful steed thunders towards you, its muscular thighs and fluttery mane as impressive as that of its rider, Sir Charles Brandon, Henry VIII's best friend, who dismounts before you. His swollen biceps like cannonballs, his actual balls always uptight, never dangly, and his buttocks smackable beneath hose so tight you can read the laundry instructions. Sir Charles's leather jerkin also, oh my, it's ripped open, revealing a savage, sweaty torso above a codpiece so huge, it could conceal a bottle of claret. Oh dear, as I've messed up this meditation due to overexcitement. Let's remember that on the TV show The Tudors, Sir Charles Brandon was played by actor Henry Cavill. Oh, and now I really do need a cold shower. Today's first poem was written by a man whom purportedly Sir Charles Brandon, that hottie, disliked. Sir Thomas Wyatt, an English politician who introduced to his homeland the sonnet, a type of poem 14 lines long, typically with a rhyming scheme. Yet Sir Thomas Wyatt is best remembered for being one of the men who may, or may not, have bedded Anne Boleyn, Henry VIII's second wife, whom the king later had beheaded on the charges of adultery, incest, and conspiracy, when Anne's true offence had been to bear him a child without a penis. King Henry VIII clueless that it had been his sperm that had determined their child's sex. Then again, this was an era when applying leeches was considered medical innovation. Just let 'em keep sucking, and maybe a leg'll grow back. Sir Thomas Wyatt, who was imprisoned in the Tower of London for allegedly committing adultery with Anne, was later released. the king then believing Anne had not once squatted on Sir Thomas's cucumber patch. Yet some at court continued to gossip that she had. The following poem by Sir Thomas Wyatt, titled "They Flee From Me," did little to curb such rumours. They flee from me, that sometime did me seek with naked foot, stalking in my chamber. I have seen them gentle, tame, and meek, that now are wild, and do not remember that sometime they put themselves in danger to take bread at my hand. And now they range, busily seeking with a continual change. Thanked be fortune, it hath been otherwise 20 times better. But once in special, in thin array after a pleasant guise, when her loose gown from her shoulders did fall, and she me caught in her arms long and small, therewith all sweetly did me kiss, and softly said, "Dear heart, how like you this?" It was no dream. I lay broad waking, but all is turned through my gentleness into a strange fashion of forsaking. And I have leave to go of her goodness, and she also to use newfangledness. But since that I so kindly am served, I would fain know what she hath deserved. Fun fact. In that poem, Sir Thomas Wyatt used the word newfangledness, coined apparently by writer Geoffrey Chaucer, author of the Canterbury Tales, back in the 1300s. Another fun fact. Henry VIII once sent Sir Thomas Wyatt as part of a group to Rome to ask the Pope, Clement VII, to annul Henry's marriage to Catherine of Aragon so that Henry could wed Anne Boleyn. The Pope said, "No!" Not in that accent. And the Church of England then split from the Church of Rome, leading to the English Reformation. Elizabeth never expected to rule. 4 of her relatives had to die first. But die they did. First, her dad, Henry VIII, who at the age of 55, weighing almost 400 pounds, died from natural causes. Next was Edward, Elizabeth's younger half-brother, son to her dad and his third wife, Jane Seymour. Little Edward dying from a lung infection at just 15. Third was Lady Jane Grey, a teen cousin beheaded after 9 days attempting to rule. And finally, Liz's elder half-sister died, Mary, aka Queen Mary, daughter to her father and Catherine of Aragon, whom Protestants had nicknamed Bloody Mary, due to her penchant for ordering Protestants to be burned at the stake. And you thought the British royal family had toxic members now?
Read all about it, read all about it. Royals in sticky mess over who has the best strawberry jam.
So rule Elizabeth did for a whopping 45 years. during which she wrote the following poem titled,
I was fair and young.
When I was fair and young, then favour graced me. Of many was I sought their mistress for to be. But I did scorn them all, and answered them therefore, Go, 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 seek some other where. Importune me no more. How many weeping eyes I made to pine in woe. How many sighing hearts I have not skill to show. But I the prouder grew, and still this spake, therefore, Go, 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 seek some other where. Importune me no more. Then spake fair Venus' son, that proud, victorious boy, saying, You dainty dame, for that you be so coy, I will so pluck your plumes as you shall say no more. Go, 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 seek some other where. Importune me no more. As soon as he had said, such change grew in my breast that neither night nor day I could take any rest. Wherefore I did repent that I had said before, Go, 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 seek some other where. Importune me no more. Elizabeth I famously never wed. Not a surprise considering how her dad had treated her mum. But purportedly she loved flirting, particularly with young men, making her a cougar. In that poem, Elizabeth bemoans the loss of her youth, that even her ladies-in-waiting could not prevent, despite them spending roughly 4 hours each day on her foucation, a defunct word meaning one's beauty regime. Part of the Queen's foucation involved having Venetian ceruse applied to her face, a whitening powder high in lead that killed some of its users, whilst, in the Queen's case, she was merely scarred by it. Which perhaps explains why, later in her reign, mirrors were banned from her presence. Or maybe the monarch had become a vampira. Probably not. Elizabeth I, however, was also a military tactician and patron of the arts. Shakespeare's troupe, the Lord Chamberlain's Men, having performed for her at her royal court. The Queen then asking the bard to write her a play in which the character of Falstaff finds love. Shakespeare wrote for her The Merry Wives of Windsor. But in one of Shakespeare's other plays, A Midsummer Night's Dream, the one about Bottom, the Queen is mentioned subtly. In Act 2, Scene 1, Oberon, King of the Fairies, says, But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. In that speech by Oberon, the fancy-free imperial votress was Queen Elizabeth. Now for our final 2 poems, both tiny, both by the bard. The first of which is from Twelfth Night, another of his plays, and it's usually sung by its clown, Vesti. Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, staying here. Your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low.
Trip no further, pretty sweeting.
Journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know. What is love?
'Tis not hereafter.
Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies not plenty. Then, come, kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a stuff will not endure. That poem, at its end, basically says,
Sweetheart, don't pine for some stranger who might never come. You're already in your 20s. You'll be an old hag soon.
so come on,
Kiss me.
Mwah. Mwah.
Our final poem comes from Measure for Measure. The following words having been described by poet A.E. Houseman as ravishing. Take, oh take those lips away that so sweetly were forsworn, and those eyes, the break of day, lights that do mislead the morn. But my kisses bring again, seals of love, but sealed in vain, sealed in vain. Thank you for listening to today's Lusty Literature. Next time, we'll chat about Royce the Oyster, John Donne, and Robert Herrick, English clerics who set hearts a-racing with both their spiritual and their rude words. Goodbye.